How's it going, everybody? Today we are jumping back in Arc Raiders and we are going to take a look at this week's trials, at how we can complete them, and we are also going to take a look at the possible rewards that we can get for completing the trials. Now, of course, the rewards won't be the same for everybody, they will vary from player to player, but without further ado, we are going to start today with the simplest trial for this week, and that is dealing damage to the Wasp Wobots. They are these guys right over here, and we can basically find them on every map, but if we are looking to gather up a decent amount of points, we can try to complete this trial during the hidden bunker event on the spaceport map, because we get a lot more time to play. We get 39 minutes, and of course we can use the snitch drones to our advantage. We can let them see us and call for reinforcements, and usually they call for 2 wasps and 1 hornet, so we can farm quite a few of them like that. Now personally, I use the hole cracker for this because we can take down the wasp wobots in one shot with the hole cracker. And a bit of a side note, the hornets, they can actually tank like 2 shots from the hole cracker, which is pretty crazy. Those things are no joke, but the wasps, they go down in 1 shot. And then I also used the Osprey sniper just so I could take them down from across the map as well. And for getting 3 stars on this trial, these were our rewards. Alright, so for getting 3 stars on the damage Wasps trial, we got a shotgun choke, then we got a blueprint for an extended shotgun magazine, and then we also got a blueprint for a heavy duty pack mule augment. Now the next trial for this week requires us to harvest plants, and we can complete this trial in a lot of different ways. For example, we can wait for the Lush Blooms event, which increases the amount of nature loot, so we are going to be able to find a lot more plants around the map. We can also hit up the hydroponic dome complex on the Dam Battlegrounds map during any events like the night run or during the electromagnetic storm, and we can find lots of plants there. Or we can go over on the spaceport map, and on the north side of the map we have this small canyon kind of, and there is a lot of great mullein growing down there. It is a really popular spot though, so we can encounter a lot of players trying to do the same thing that we are trying to do. Also, it seems like we only get around 300 points per plant, even with the 2 times multiplier, so to get to 4000 points we have to gather up around 14 plants, but these were our rewards for completing the trial. So let's see here, for getting 3 stars on the harvest plants trial, we got another shotgun choke, we got a vertical grip, and then we got the Bettina. Alright, that's nice. Now the next 3 trials, we can literally complete them all in one spot. One trial requires us to damage bastions, another trial requires us to damage bastions, rocketeers, or leapers. So the points from the damage bastions trial will also count towards the one where we have to damage rocketeers and leapers. And then for the last trial, we have to destroy ticks, fireballs, and pops, and we can find all of these wobots over on the Blue Gate map at the head house, more specifically in the underground of the head house. We can find lots of ticks on the walls and the ceiling. We also have pops and fireballs rolling around on the floor, and there is also a bastion down there. Now the trial with the fireballs and ticks is fairly easy to complete because there's a lot of them around that area, but the bastion, there's just one down there, and it's a bit harder to complete because if we have, you know, just another player running around down there fighting the bastion as well, we are not going to be able to get 3 stars. Let alone if there's like 3 or 4 players down there, it's gonna be impossible. Personally, I went down there and quickly completed the trial with the ticks and the fireballs really fast, but there was another player down there with me and we both fought the bastion, and I only got around 1700 points. But since those points counted towards the other trial as well with the rocketeers and leapers, I was able to get 3 stars on that because there were a lot of rocketeers flying around during the electromagnetic storm. I didn't even have to leave the head house, I stayed in there and blasted the rocketeers with the hole cracker a bit and managed to get 3 stars, and these were our rewards for the trials. Alright, so we have quite a few rewards here because we managed to get 1 star on the damage bastions trial, and for that 1 star we got a shield recharger. But then we managed to get 3 stars on the damage rocketeers, leapers, or bastions trial, and for those 3 stars we got a compensator, Then we got a blueprint for the defib, and then we also got an augment, the Combat MK3 augment, and then we also got 3 stars on the Destroy Ticks, Fireballs, and Pops, and for those 3 stars, we got a Shrapnel Grenade, we got some advanced mechanical components, and then we also got the Volcano. Alright. Nice. So in one spot, we can literally complete 3 different trials, which is, I mean, that is very nice. It's very convenient. If there were no other players there, we would have managed to get 3 stars on the Bastion Trial as well, that's for sure, because we already got 1.7, so if we were there by our lonesome, I'm convinced that we could have destroyed that, and we could have gotten, you know, 4,000 points and 3 stars, but let's jump back in and see if we can quickly do it and get 3 stars on the damage bastions as well. I did have to try this trial where we have to damage bastions a few times before getting 3 stars, mostly because I either spawned far away from the head house and by the time I made my way over there the bastion was destroyed, or I got there early but there were other players running around fighting the bastion as well. But after about 3 or so runs, I spawned literally right next to that spot and I was able to go down there with the whole cracker and take down the bastion. We're close, we're close. I can't see him. Whoa. How close are we? Ooh, pretty close, pretty close. It's on fire. Come on. We're so close, we're so close. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Nice. Is that 4K? That is indeed 4,100. Or actually 4,510. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here we go. Now it does seem like the points that we get are a bit different in between the Damage Bastions trial and Damage Bastions, Rocketeers and Leapers trial, because I only fought the Bastion that round and I got 4,510 points on the Damage Bastions trial, but then I only got 4,100 on the other trial, so the points are a bit different. It's not that big of a difference though, just like a couple of hundred points, 400 points or so, but these were our rewards for completing the trial. So let's see, for getting 3 stars on the Damage Bastions trial, we got, the first time around for 1 star we got a shield recharger, right, for our uncommon item. And then for our rare item we got advanced mechanical components, and we also got a padded stock, an epic padded stock, alright. And there we have it. Those were all the trials that we can mess around with this week, and those were some of the possible rewards that we can get for completing the trials as well. And again, the rewards won't be the same for everybody. We're not all going to get the same items. But we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you have enjoyed. In case you did, be sure to drop some stuff and things down below. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.